Hello, first period. It's good to see you guys. Sorry I could not be in class today. Right now I am actually getting my kids on the bus to school today, and I could not make it in. So I'll see you guys next week, but I'm going to give you instructions on what you can do to be all ready for Monday for our research paper. So let's start, and why don't we have you guys take out your graphic organizer, which we can see right here. So why don't you take about 30 seconds while our substitute pauses this, and 30 seconds to get this out. Go ahead and do that. All right, now that you have it out, let's go over our citation. So we can see we have requirements here. We're going to go over those in a little bit. But go to where it says source number 2. We haven't done this citation yet, so what we're going to do right now is we're going to put a citation for our source number 2, which was Bartolomé de las Casas. So what I'm going to show you now is where I got that from. So I got it from a website. Oh, we can see lines behind me. Anyway, so I got that from a website from a university called Swarthmore University. And there we have the title, the author, and our year. So we're going to go to Citation Machine, or Son of Citation Machine again. This thing is going to help you out big time when it comes to future research papers. So remember, Son of Citation Machine. And we're going to go to MLA, so we click on MLA, and that takes us here. And always do manual entry mode when you use a citation machine. You can cut and paste the URL in here, but oftentimes it does it incorrectly. So go to manual entry mode. That's been my experience, is manual entry mode. You fill in the boxes, and then it does it for you correctly. So we're going to go through here, and we are citing a website is where we got this from. That's why you have not been putting page numbers down for source number 2, because I gave it to you, this source, but I got it from a website. So we're going to start here, and what am I citing? A website. I thought we established that. Okay. Website. Manual entry mode. We are ready to go. All right, so article title. I'm going to put our article, which is Brief Account of the Devastation of the Indies. And I'm going to put that in there. I just cut and paste it. And our author is, I can see it there. Oh, there's his name, De las Casas. So I'm going to put author, last name, De las Casas. Then first name is Bartolomé, B-A-R-T-O-L-E-M-E. And I got it in here. So then I'm going to scroll down. And now it says website title, publisher, and all of this stuff. So to get this, I'm actually going to look at the website where I got it from. Now, if I'm just looking at this, it's like, where did I actually get this from? Here's the beauty about .edu sites. It's super easy to find where they come from. What I'm going to do is I'm going to erase everything after edu. And where that's going to take me is the university. And it's called Swarthmore College. So when I have an edu site, the publisher is Swarthmore College. They're the sponsor, pretty much. They put the website up. So I can just put, oh, Swarthmore College. I must have done this in the past. So I have Swarthmore College there. I don't have anything for a website title. You don't need to put URLs in. The day it was published. Now I got to go back here, and I'm going to go click back. And I'm going to see if they have a date that they published this on here. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they don't. Okay, no, they do not. But look at this. Go back to History 41 syllabus. Oh, this is the website title. Because this History 41 class from 1999, oh, this is from a while ago. Still works, though. So this history class is where this came from. So this is what I call a website title. So I just put that in there. No, why you didn't do that right? Let me try that again. Copy and paste. All right, there we go. And now I have that in there, and I did not see electronically published. Oh, let me go back here. Spring 1999 is when this course was, so I guess that this was electronically published in 1999. And a month, it says spring, so I could put that in there. I think I'm going to be okay with the year. Yeah, I'm just going to, oh, there it is, spring. Awesome. So I got spring 1999. And date accessed, there's the today button. And I'm going to put in here create citation. So here's what you need to do right now, everybody. There is the citation, where it came from, the class title, everything you need. So what you're going to do right now is you're going to go to your worksheet right here, and you are going to put in your citation, and you'll put this under primary source number 2, which is where we got Bartolomé de las Casas. So right there, have that worksheet in front of you, and you may write down right now our citation. We got de las Casas, Bartolomé, brief account of devastation. Tell you what, the best thing to do right now would be for our substitute teacher to just pause this real quick. All right, so we're back now, and we got that one written down. Let's take a look at our parenthetical citation for this one. And Son of Citation Machine makes this super easy. I just click on parenthetical. And if we're looking, how do I cite this in my book? I just write this down. Put this in parentheses. This is where you will put in as you're using this note card. De las Casas, 1999. And pause just for a moment, or you can write that down. All right, now let's look at our next source on our sheet. So we just did source number 2. That should be done. Now we're going to look at source number 3, which is our other primary source on Alado Equiano. So let's take a look at where I got this from. Note here, if you're doing a research paper, 2 things you'll want to do. We've talked about the cite edu. If you use Google and you put comma, cite edu. For example, if I want to know about Greece, I put Greece, comma, cite edu. Now I will have nothing but edu sites about Greece, which is pretty awesome because now I can use all these. There's no Wikipedia or anything like that. Now, another good thing to do is to put a comma and then put PBS, because PBS has a lot of good information, all these documentaries. Sometimes you can even watch their videos online. So anyway, Alado Equiano, I got chapter 2 from PBS. And I look here, the title Africans in America, there's the title of the website. And we have the name of the book already right here. They really believed in long names back in the day. And so let's get to our citation here for our new one. So we're going to go to a new citation. So I'm just going to press back to do that. So we're going to do our new citation, and I'm going to go again, manual entry mode. I'm just going to push it again. I think it'll refresh. Okay, so here we are again. We have article title. Article title is our actual book. So I'm going to put the book in there, title, and I can actually just cut and paste that there. And yes, you are going to have to write the whole name of this one down. I know they really liked long titles back in the day. So go ahead and put that in there. And then we're going to go to our author, and we know who our author is. It is Alado Equiano. So we see his name right there, Equiano. So I'm going to write that down real quick. Am I spelling right? No, shoot, if it's not, we can't change it now, can we? All right, so there we go. Alado Equiano is our author's name. Website title, if I look at this again, oh, yep, Africans in America. All right, cool. So I'm going to put down for my website title, Africans in America. Oh, I've done this already. Publisher is actually PBS. They are the publisher. And then I can go down to this and I can see, is there a date on here, a copyright date when they published this? I'm going to go all the way down to the bottom. I'm not seeing a date on here. There's copyright but no date. But that's okay. You don't have to always have the date the website was published. That's not the most necessary thing. The date accessed is actually more important because that's the day you saw the website, just in case they make changes later. All right, so now I'm going to go to Create Citation. And we will see our nice shiny citation right there. Equiano, Alano, The Interesting Life of Alado Equiano or Augustus Vasas the African. I know, you got to write it. They like long titles. Africans in America, PBS, and that's from the web on today's date. Actually, it was yesterday's date, but put today's date, April 7th. And let's look, where do you put that again? Just to make sure you got this down completely. That is source number 3, our third primary. There you go, 3. Oh, 3. Okay. 3. Okay, our third primary source. And you can write that down in there right now, and we can pause for just a moment. All right, and lastly, what we have to do is we need a parenthetical citation. Again, there's no page numbers because this came online. That's the beauty of a lot of online sources. You don't have to mess around with page numbers. And we have Equiano in there. So then we don't have a year for the website. So go ahead and just put Equiano anytime you use a Lotto Equiano in your research paper with parentheses after it. So there we go. All right, so here's our agenda. A lot of this has been done, and the class is going to end. You guys are going to go down to the Kiva pretty soon. So we have our do now should be done. We have our citations for sources 3 and 4. Mr. Wood, you made a mistake there. That's sources number 2 and 3 should be done. Okay. And what else do we have to do here? We have to go through your note cards. So what I want you guys to do right now is we're going to go through our note cards set by set and make sure you have every single thing that you need. So to do that, let's go back to we're back looking at our worksheet here and all our requirements. So right now, why don't you do this? Take all your note cards out, take them out, and have your worksheet in front of you. This is going to be a big step to make sure you can pass this standard. So take your note cards and just check them right now. Do you have 12 to 15 note cards from page 553 to page 559? If you do, check it off. If you don't, you got some homework. Okay. Also, check that you have, name spelled wrong there, whoops. Bartolomé de las Casas, make sure you have 12 to 15 quotes with for what reason. If you do, check it off. If you do not, you got some homework to do right now. Same here. Make sure you have page 566 to 570, 12 to 15 note cards done. If you do, check it off. You're good. If not, you got some homework. And lastly, from our assignment from yesterday, a Lotto Equiano. Do you have 12 to 15 note cards done there? If you do, awesome, excellent. If not, you got some homework to do. Let's say you're done with all that. By the way, substitute teacher who's teaching right now, Mr. Sullivan, Ms. Kirschbaum, whoever it is, feel free to pause this at any point. Looking up here now, if you're done with all this, you can do the 4.0 option. I did leave some copies with our substitute teacher where if you didn't make the 4.0 option lunch yesterday, you can take some notes on it, or if you didn't finish, which you probably didn't, you can work on the 4.0 option right now if you are done with all this, and you'll have some class time to get that done. If you're not going to do the 4.0 option, well, you should because you'll get more points and it's a better grade, college money and all that. But if other options you have right now are reading for Spanish, you have a graphic organizer for your religion paper, I believe, algebra or geometry, physics, or world lit if you have an independent reading project or other homework to do. So we're going to take the rest of class until the ticket out is going to be work time, depending on how much time that is right now. So go ahead and you may do your work. All right, very last thing, here's our ticket out, and everyone put everything away and stand up behind your table. Your question for our ticket out is going to be, what have you learned from this chapter? And our substitute teacher right now will be calling on people to answer this question. And please pick them randomly, and if you could, who should we pick on today? I think, if you could, please pick on Oscar or Jose Luis, just because. All right. I will see you guys next week. We'll do our stacking and getting our note cards all together. Have a great weekend, and I will be live in person next week. See you guys. Have a great weekend.